Hey my loves, for all you bakers out there, today we are going to make an eggless lemon curd. I'm going to use this especially for my cakes, lemon filling, lemon curd. I'm going to show you how I do it my way. It's so delicious, so tart, and it'll go well with your delicious cake recipes. Let's go. All right, my love. So I'm taking some freshly squeezed lemon juice, about 1.5 cups. Don't worry, guys. I will have the ingredients in the description box below. I have about 2 teaspoons to about a tablespoon. You could use a freshly grated lemon zest. Then I'm taking about a cup of sugar, 1.5 cups of sugar, which I'm going to use. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the rest of that sugar. I could have did it with the whole sugar. I'm going to add 3/4 cups of flour because I want to break that flour up so I won't have any lumps. I prefer to use flour than cornstarch because I feel like the flour holds better than the cornstarch. And if you want to freeze this, for some reason, if you use cornstarch, it'll lose the thickness. Ain't nobody got time for that, so I'm using the flour. Water. Now, loves, at this point, you could use whole milk, but I prefer to use water because I think it tastes just as good. But if you want to use milk, go ahead. Now, I'm just taking my sugar and flour mixture, mixing that together so it won't get no lumps from the flours, and I'm adding it and stirring it into the lemon liquid water. You know what I'm trying to say. And we're going to mix that very well, and then we're going to put this on medium heat, okay, until it thickens. And now, guys, while you're at the stove on medium heat, stir continuously. Stir continuously so we won't develop any lumps, and it will be nice and smooth. I'm going to add a few drops of food coloring. And we're going to whisk. All right, and with the food coloring, you can use a little food gel, a yellow food gel, yellow food coloring, or a little turmeric, okay, for this. And I'm going to keep stirring this. It's getting there. I'm on medium heat, and as you could see, it's slowly getting there. I prefer to use flour when I'm doing this because to me it holds better. There's something about when especially when you're making your fillings, I want the flour to holds better, especially when you're making cake fillings, okay? And I want this to be a certain texture. I want it to be creamy, but not gelatinous, but strong enough where it won't squish out of the sides, because that is a nightmare. Okay, that is a freaking nightmare, especially when your filling is a little too thin, and we don't want it to be thin. Okay. And my loves, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to press that notification bell so you can be notified of all my new upcoming videos, and press that thumb button so we can push this video out there. Okay, give me that like and let everybody know Jackie's cooking. That flour, even though it's cooked out, but I just want to make sure that flour is nice and cooked out. And I'm looking for that translucency, even though I got it, is that translucency. Okay, and as thick as this is, honey, it's going to get even thicker. Okay, this is, now if you don't want this as thick, you could use less flour. But because I'm doing this for a cake filling, I want this to be a nice texture, okay? It's a certain way I want it. So when it's cut, you don't have to worry about something squishing out. I've designed this especially for, of course you could use this for tarts, of course, but I especially want it for when I'm putting my cake filling. I want my cake filling to hold well in my cakes, because I've had some experiences, and for all you bakers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Cake filling, I'm pretty sure it's happened to us once in our lifetime as bakers, where we'll put a cake together and we'll stack it. We'll put a nice dam, but for some reason, if that filling is not the right texture, it has a habit of seeping through, and that is a nightmare. That is a freaking nightmare, okay? So what you're looking for, see how nice and translucent it's looking? That's what I want. Okay, that's what I want. And basically this is done. Add 1 stick of salted butter. That's why you didn't see me. If you have unsalted butter, then you're going to use a pinch of salt. But because I'm using a stick of salted butter, this is why I'm doing it. I'm just using 1 stick of that. And this is optional. I like these emulsions. It's the smell too of the... This is optional, so I'm adding a cap full of this. Okay? And I'm doing all this at the end. Okay? And we're going to put this, see this beautifulness here in a nice container. There's no need for you to, I mean, if you keep stirring it, there's really no need for you to strain it, unless you want to get rid of the lemon zest, you know, because there's no egg in here. So good. Take a little plastic wrap and flush it up against the surface of this, and you're going to let this cool. Okay, and this, my friends, could last you quite a while. In the fridge, it could last for about 4 weeks. In the freezer, it could last, you know, quite a good time. So you can make this ahead of time before you put this in the fridge. Just let it cool, and you got yourself some lemon cake filling. Trust me, I have to distinguish that, because now if you're just doing a regular cake and you're going to stack it, fine. But when you got cakes that are big and you got to stack them, you know, fillings could be tricky if you don't know how to work with them. This is, of course, going to get thicker, so it won't be squishing out of our cake, especially when we put a nice dam to it, okay? So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me your comments, okay? Try this recipe. And I need you to do 3 things for me, my loves. And I need you to eat, love, and pray. Until next time.